can't think of a time in my entire career or in many other careers that we have the voice of the person we believe is the killer, a photograph of who we believe is connected to the murders, and even a snippet of how he moves.
On Monday the 13th of February 2017 at 1:40 p.m, 14-year-old Liberty German and 13-year-old Abigail Williams were dropped off at Delphi's Monon High Bridge Trail by Liberty's sister Kelsey. It was planned that Derek, Liberty's father, would pick them up. At 3 p.m, Libby's dad arrives at the planned pickup point. However, Abby and Liberty were not there. Derek calls Libby, but she does not pick up. At 5:20 p.m, Libby and Abby are officially reported missing. A search for the girls begins at around 6 p.m. and was called off by police at midnight. The next day, at 12 o'clock, the bodies of Abby and Liberty were found half a mile from the Monon High Bridge. It was later discovered that Liberty had taken multiple photos on Snapchat, one of Abby and one of the Monon High Bridge. Also found on Liberty's phone was a video of a man walking across the bridge. The individual in this video is a person of interest and has never been identified. Police state that the girls became uncomfortable and recorded the video as a precaution. The police also released an audio clip from Liberty's video recording, which captured an individual saying, "Guys, down the hill."
Guys, down the hill. Guys, down the hill. Guys, down the hill.
The FBI released a description of the suspect as a white male between 5'6" and 5'10", weighing 180 to 220 pounds with reddish-brown hair. They believe the suspect is between the ages of 18 and 50, but may appear younger. There were 2 sketches of the suspect that were released. The first sketch was released in July of 2017, and the second sketch was released in April of 2019. The first sketch is based on the video from Libby's phone, and the second sketch is based on witness accounts. However, it is also important to note that the second sketch was actually made before the first sketch. Since the murders, there have been 4 persons of interest, but no one has been charged with the murders of Abby and Libby. People of interest include Paul Etter, who was wanted for the kidnapping and rape of a 26-year-old woman in 2019. He was surrounded by the police, and after a 5-hour standoff, he ended up taking his own life. Daniel Nations is a registered sex offender who was charged with threatening strangers in El Paso, Colorado. However, in 2018, the police stated that Nations was no longer a person of interest in the Delphi murders. Thomas Bruce was charged with shooting a woman and sexually assaulting 2 other women. It is noted he has a similar stature to that of the suspect. He is also believed to have similar clothes as to the suspect in the video. It is also important to note that there are multiple differences from Bruce's charged crimes compared to the Delphi murders. For example, his victims were adult women, but Abby and Libby were barely teenagers. Bruce was charged with 17 felony counts, including first-degree murder, which could result in him receiving the death penalty. Charles Eldridge was arrested in 2019 for child molestation and solicitation. His notable resemblance to the first sketch also gained attention. However, police state that Eldridge is not a suspect. The families of Libby and Abby have been grieving the losses of 2 young girls full of potential. Both girls loved music and played in their school orchestra, and both were very sporty. Libby wanted to become a science teacher, and Abby dreamed of doing something within forensics and police work, according to Medium.com. People in Delphi place orange patio lights outside their homes in respect for the girls, and they will remain on till the killer is found.
How close are you right now to getting this solved?
1 piece away. 1 piece away. Eventually somebody's going to do the right thing. Might be the killer himself, might be somebody that knows who he is. He has no idea what we know, but one day he will. I believe that eventually we're going to be able to say, this person's the killer, and there's a combination of those two images that'll land on his face, whatever that might look like.